Hello. Hello and welcome to Wizardry. It's time for, well, it's not the first dungeon crawler. I mean, the first dungeon crawler would probably be some pen and paper tabletop module released for one of those real old sicko, like first edition or chainmail or something like that, tabletop role-playing games. It's not even the first electronic dungeon crawler. That would be one of those Play-Doh mainframe games developed by students and compulsively deleted by university IT staff in a constant game of cat and mouse between the two. It's not even really the first dungeon crawler available on home computers. There were a few of those before. Games like, well, Dungeons and Dragons, or what, like Macintosh, Apple II, Commodore 64, things like that. But this is definitely the first one that really popularized the genre, and which has had a lasting, I don't know if it's quite worldwide influence, but certainly international influence. You know, it spawned, what, up to Wizardry 8 through the original series under Surtech Software, and like dozens and dozens of semi-official Japanese spin-offs. It's been quite successful. So, perhaps not the first dungeon crawler, but the first one of real note, I would say. It's Wizardry. We're going to play Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, the first module. This is the SNES version, translated from Japanese. This is I believe it's just a port and combination of the original NES ports of Wizardry, all combined together here so that we can actually transfer our characters from one module to the next as we proceed through. We're only going to do the first one for now. I'll do Wizardries 2 and 3 as I cycle through a few other games. I probably won't play all the Wizardry games like I did all the Bard's Tale games, at least not right away. After these first three, I'll probably start cycling through other games like Might and Magic, Gold Box games, Dungeon Master, whatever I feel like. But I do tend to eventually be relatively thorough with the Wizardry series. But there are a few differences between the console versions of Wizardry and the Apple II and other PC ports. For starters, there are some differences in the maze layouts on the lower floors. I believe floors 6, 7, and 8 have changes to them. And thieves gain the ability to hide in combat and then backstab enemies, which makes them actually kind of useful, sitting on the back row, which they are generally not useful in the computer versions of the game. So I'm fine with that. Purists may object, and they're free to object. But I'm 100% fine with thieves getting the hide ability. And as for the maze changes, yeah, it may not be the original layout, but it's fine. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it makes the game worse. Yeah, Wizardry, originally released in 1981 by Andrew Greenberg and Robert Woodhead for the Apple II, got ports to a lot of different systems over the years. One of the major influences listed is Ooblet. That's one of those Play-Doh mainframe games that I mentioned. And I believe you can play Ooblet online. I believe it has been preserved. And there's an emulator site out there you can find that lets you play some of those old mainframe games in browser. It's pretty neat. distributed by Surtech Software. It's founded by Norman Surotek in 1979. It's not even their first publication, though it is certainly the one that got them on the map. And before we get into it, let's just take a quick look at the manual. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, this is the Macintosh manual. I couldn't find an English version of the SNES manual, but it's probably mostly the same. Yep, Wizardry program is truly magical. It turns your Macintosh into a portal that can transport you to a time long ago. So we're perhaps dealing with a Nomad Soul Omicron situation where when you start this up, your soul is being sucked out of your body and into the computer, where it is then forced to go through the maze. And if you die in Wizardry, well, you don't die in real life, otherwise that would be very harsh. But maybe you knock like a few days off your lifespan. That's possible. You never know with some of these old computer games that transport your soul into the realm of the game. Anyway, nice art. I do like the art in the manual. It's quite good. Yeah, just races, alignments. Alignment is actually quite important in this game. As they say, good characters cannot join parties with evil characters in them. Evil characters cannot join parties with good characters in them. Neutral characters are feckless fence-sitters who have no scruples or morals. They'll just do anything. The neutral characters are sociopaths. Honestly, worse than evil characters, because at least the evil characters have convictions. But yeah, no, it's restrictions on party composition as well as restrictions on what class a character can become. Though if a character is already of a certain class, there's a lot of alignment slippage back and forth in this game. Like if you come across parties of neutral creatures or people in the maze, you have an option. You can attack them or you can just let them go. If you let them go, your party's alignment slips toward good. If you attack them, your party's alignment slips toward evil. This is useful because it lets you, say, eventually get a ninja and a lord, or paladin, essentially, in the same party. Spell books. Experience. Nice pictures, like this guy riding on this other guy's shoulders to attack the giant. Our character classes. It's the Lord. The ninja, the samurai with like a cowboy hat on. He doesn't look very samurai-ish to me, but whatever. The bishop is pretty good. Places. Yeah, the mission. Trebor, that's Robert, backwards. The Mad Overlord, while undeniably mad, is by no means stupid. He needs two things to set in motion his master plan for world domination. The first is an elite guard of the best characters of each class. The second is the magical amulet stolen from him by the evil wizard Werdna. That's Andrew, backwards. Werdna is so evil that he helps old ladies only halfway across the street. Then he steals their purses. Werdna is known to make his home somewhere in the maze, and to have the amulet in his hands at all times. Trebor, well known for killing two birds with one stone, or any other handy weapon, is using the maze as a proving grounds. He figures that this is the perfect place to train an elite group of adventurers he needs and possibly recover the amulet at the same time. Needless to say, any adventurers who recover the amulet will be immediately inducted into his elite guard, by force if need be. That feels like a bad plan. Like you probably don't want your elite guard to be resentful toward you for forcing them into your service. If you have an elite guard, you probably want them to be very much on your side and not mad at you, and not, maybe looking for an opportunity to stab you in the back as soon as they can. But he is a mad overlord, so Some allowances have to be made for poor decision making. Anyway, this then is the situation your characters are thrust into. With a little luck, they will map the maze, maul the monsters, make off with the goods, and find the amulet, and only get killed a few times while doing it. Getting started, start the game, read the manual. A lot of Macintosh specific things. Again, good art. It's a map. Training grounds. It's very Macintosh menus. But yeah, the story is that, hey, Werdna, I think the backstory is essentially Trebor and Werdna used to be buddies, like adventuring companions. And one day they found this powerful magical amulet. And Trebor was like, hey, I'm taking this. And basically backstabbed his friend. Werdna founded or conquered or just inherited a kingdom. It's unclear. Became king and, went mad due to the influence of the amulet, which is evil. And began to plot world domination. But then Werdna returned, came back, stole the amulet, decided to hide down in a hole underground, and created the maze, a 10-level dungeon full of traps and monsters to protect him while he unravels the secrets of the amulet. Now, why he didn't just seal himself off completely? I suppose maybe that's a restriction of the magic. It's a powerful spell that he casts quite quickly, so maybe the spell, being magic working in odd ways, requires a degree of fairness. There are limitations on what he can do with the spell while still having it, actually maintain the maze and magically reset traps and spawn monsters in. So there has to be a path to him. Armor class 10, armor class minus 10. Yeah, it's Dungeons & Dragons rules, so lower armor class is better. So, in order for the maze to continually respawn monsters and treasures and reset traps and all the other fun stuff just automatically, there has to be a path to Werdna. That's my headcanon. That's what I believe. Otherwise, he would just wall himself off, or, maybe go further away. If he went further away, we wouldn't have much of a game. Here's the spell list. The spells are all actually listed with descriptions in-game, which is a nice little feature of the console versions. Don't have to type in the spell names and stuff, which is... That's definitely one of the major reasons to play a console version, is to not have to type in everything every time. On the other hand, you have to navigate console menus instead of just having hotkeys. Pros and cons. That's pretty good too. Yep, this is a trap. Don't open the chest this way. But yeah, I suppose we can get started. We've got Wizardries 1, 2, and 3. They have this backwards here. Legacy of Lingmalin is Scenario 3. Knight of Diamonds is Scenario 2. I'm not actually sure if these are mislabeled, or if they, if this is actually Knight of Diamonds, but it's been labeled as Legacy of Lingmalin, and this is actually Legacy of Lingmalin, but it's been labeled as Knight of Diamonds, or if they got the scenarios mixed up, and this actually is Knight of Diamonds, but it should be Scenario 2, and this is actually Legacy of Lingmalin, and it should just be with Scenario 3. I don't know. I'll figure that out eventually. But yes, let's start the game. So I did do some fiddling around just to make sure this was working properly. We're down to 3 characters here. Thief 1, Mage 1, and Mage 2. Fighter 1, Fighter 2, and Priest 1 all got killed in the maze by the first enemy group that I encountered. And they died, and I certainly don't have enough money to be reviving them at this level. It's fine. We don't want to use these default characters named Thief 1 and Mage 1 and Mage 2 anyway, do we? Obviously not. Let's head over to the edge of town. It lets you restart an out party, so if you're in the middle of the maze and you need to stop playing for some reason, it essentially saves your state. And you can then restart an out party when you come back. It's pretty neat. It's actually kind of impressive for an SNES game. We obviously don't have an out party at the moment. Let's see, Training Grounds, Turbo File. This is how you save your game. You have the Wizardry 1 system file, Wizardry 2 system file, and Legacy of Lingmalin there, LOL, KOD for Knight of Diamonds. They probably are just in the wrong scenario slots. Like this should be scenario 2, this should be scenario 3. Well, whatever. And then you have your data files. So what you do is you say, go here, you copy your file, name it whatever you want. Go here. Can't load this directly. You would then say, copy this over this. And I think this would actually allow you to do a bit of save scumming too. Like if your party dies, you can come back here, reload this, and like copy this back over the system file. I suppose that would allow you to do that. So I would say it's not as harsh as the actual PC versions of Wizardry, but you could and would be doing this anyway on a PC version of Wizardry. Basically, everyone played with various backup discs. Some people might play honest and just absorb whatever the game throws at them, but it was very easy to save scum in the original. You just have multiple copies of discs. Floppy disks were cheap and abundant. Anyway. Training grounds. Let's get rid of these guys. We don't need them. Reset backup data? Sure. Oh, here's our characters. We don't want them. Let's create some characters. Maybe let's start with a fighter, a human fighter, the default character. What should his name be? No lowercase letters here, are there? Uppercase only? I feel a little bad about using all uppercase letters. Oh well. Let's call our first character Zeph. Zeph Landlight. Excuse me. This is what he's doing after having finished Savior of Sapphire Wings. He's come to Lingmalin to answer the call of King Trebor. Make him human. We'll make him good, I guess. We'll start off with a good character. So, let's see. 11 points in strength to be a fighter. I don't have enough to get his piety up high enough to be a lord. I could make him a fighter mage, but not a samurai. We'll have to level him up a fair bit before we can change his class. But for now, let's give him a few points in vitality as well, so he has hit points and doesn't die immediately. And that'll have to do. Fighter, sure. Yeah, here he is. 12 hit points. 14 years old, sure. Yeah. It's a good age to get started as an adventurer, I guess. Let's see. Let's make ourselves a dwarven fighter as well. Virgo, another refugee. Let's make him neutral. Well, let's give him even more strength. And then I suppose we should create... a priest to go in the front line with us. What to name our priest? Alright, here's Rorone. Now... What's the good class for priests? Gnome, I think. Priests can only be good or evil. Priests are not allowed to be fence sitters. No, not enough to make them a bishop. Bit of luck here. 4 more points of strength. No, vitality. They're gonna be in the front row. Alright, gnomish priest. Now we want a thief. Overlord. A hobbit. Thieves cannot be good. They have to be neutral or evil. And then we want a couple of mages. Let's have a mint. An elf. Oh, I can make this guy a bishop. I suppose I should do that. So many bonus points. There we go, we got a bishop. And let's have a mage. She could be a bishop as well. But I do want a straight mage for this one. I guess that'll do. There we go. We've got a full party of 6 characters. Don't get attached to any of them. they're probably all going to die. But that's fine. And you can tab through them with the bumpers, which is nice. Alright, so let's head to the tavern and put our party together for now. And then we need to go to the trading post and equip people. Okay, so they do all start off with some money. Let's see, a longsword is 25. I have a chart that shows me who can equip what somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Alright, so fighters can equip most weapons. Alright, there's no extra pages here, so it's just these. I mean, I think longsword is our best choice for fighter starting gear. Just what I needed. Some armor. Chainmail. Well, it's the best we can afford, and it is the best of these choices. Yeah, someday maybe we can afford sturdy plate. Body armor. Body armor is breastplate +1. I see. Breastplate is 4. Chainmail is 3. Buy him some chainmail. And now he's poor. Maybe we'll have some leftover money after this. I would like to get him a shield as well. A helm, perhaps? Gauntlets. Copper gloves cost 6 grand, huh? Potions. Pretty expensive. Virgo. We'll likewise just get a longsword. Some chainmail. And he does have enough to spring for a large shield as well. Now, Rorone. Okay, so it does mark weapons you can't equip. Let's get her an anointed mace. And some chainmail. And a small shield. Popolog is going to have to make do with a short sword. And some leather armor. Padded leather, 1500. Crazy. And he can equip a small shield as well. Mints. He's our bishop, yeah. An anointed mace. Leather armor, okay. Small shield. It's 15 left. And Alpha can have a staff. And some robes. No shield. No helmet. Zeth, pool that gold. I have 287 left. You can afford a large shield. I could even spring for a couple of helmets. Why not? And I have 47 gold pieces left. I mean, gold doesn't do you any good sitting in your pouch, does it? No, not remove. There we go. It's down to AC 3. Not half bad. AC 5 for Rorone. Not as good. Alright. That's our starter party with our starter gear. Let's divvy that gold out. Now, head to the edge of town and let's back up our save. Inspect. Yep, here's everyone on this current save file. We are ready to head out. So let's copy this over onto our data file 1. Alright. And they're all safe and sound here. Probably the last time they will ever be safe and sound. And now I do actually have to go back and add them all back into my party, because going into that save screen resets your party. Alright, into the maze. Actually, what spells did we start with? Let's see, you start with 2 pre-spells. You start with Dios only. So they'll learn more spells as they level up. You start with nothing I can use out of combat. Okay, so he starts with Halito and Catino. What are those again? I think Halito is the small flame spell. And Catino is sleep. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, Halito is little fire. Combat 1 monster. From 1 to 8 hit points of damage. And Catino causes most of the monsters in a group to fall asleep. Only affects normal animal or humanoid monsters, so not undead. Probably not slimes and stuff either. Duration of effects is inversely proportional to the power of the monster. Sleeping monsters are easier to hit, and successful strikes do double damage. I do not have Dumapic on him, which is the map spell that tells you where in the maze you are. But, you know, I'm sure he'll learn it eventually. That's Mince, so that's our bishop. Oddly, our bishop doesn't have any priest spells. And then Alpha, our other mage, has Halito and Catino as well. Again, no Dumapic, no Mogref, which is self-defense, like lowers your own AC, which honestly not as useful since they're going to be in the back row anyway. It might be more useful for the bishop if the bishop is frontlining. Hmm. Yeah, oddly, Mints doesn't have any priest spell slots either. How odd. Oh, Rorone also has Kalki. Dios is just the basic healing spell. What does Kalki do again? Reduces the armor class of all party members by 1, thus makes them harder to hit. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, it does tell you here. That's nice. No. Alright, so now get started on mapping. We start here in the origin square. Stairway up. No compass on screen or anything. You know, you start facing north. Beyond that, you know, if you have the Dumapic spell, that would help. Ouch. 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 Yeah, the walls are solid. Let's go this way for now. Thankfully, you don't take damage from bashing into the walls. Do in some games. Alright. You can either push forward or push the confirm button. I believe you need to actually push the confirm button to go through the door. If there are secret doors, you might need to push the confirm button to locate them. Maps in Wizardry 1, I believe all the way through Wizardry 4, are all exactly 20 by 20. After that, they start getting fun with dimensions. And maps are no longer regular sizes. Door here. Alright, so that corridor ends, not a door, here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. An encounter. You surprised a monster. Here's 4 orcs. Well, let's see how this goes. Fight, fight. I can cast or dispel. Not sure why she can't cast here. Dispel. I mean, I don't think the orcs are going to be casting spells on me, so you just fight. You hide. Can't cast. Do I need to rest at the inn or something? Odd. Well, let's see how our first encounter goes. Is everyone going to die immediately? Killed 1 orc. Killed a 2nd orc. There are 2 orcs left. Right, oh, now she can cast. Yep. See, you can ambush with rogues in this game. after they successfully hide. Sure, let's Halito them. Alright, 156 XP for everyone. A chest. Inspect it. Yeah, let's have our thief do it. Trap was triggered. Good job. 14 GP. Alright. So there's an encounter there. That's probably a set encounter. Go up here. Ouch. Alright. No secret doors here. Now, is Popolog ever going to unparalyze? So let's see. How much XP do we even need to level up? Next, 844, 894, 1004. Alright, so XP required to level up does vary based on your class. Do I need a different spell to cure paralysis? Do I need to go to the temple to cure paralysis? Will it wear off eventually? I'm not actually sure. Well, I'm not sure. Well, that's this little passage done. Maybe we should. Okay, so we have to pay 100 to unparalyze him. Hooray. He's in the back row anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah. Did get XP for the trip. I wonder if that would have worn off eventually. Oh, an encounter. A friendly group of skeletons. We will allow the friendly group of skeletons to walk on by. Alright, did I count that right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I do like the tile graphics in this. They're pretty good. Music is also decent. That's 1, 2, 3. Yep. An encounter. Monster surprised you. Well, they all missed. That's fine. It's 3 slimes. Oh. They punched Zeth once. Okay. I won. 27 XP each. Crossbow bolt trap. Maybe. If he got that right. He disarmed the trap. Found armor. And again, that's probably a set encounter. Okay. Not every time you go on that tile, but maybe every time you go on that tile per visit to the dungeon. Let's go try that first room. Oh. It's 3 scruffy men. I guess we'll fight them. Let's Catino them. Okay, they're all put to sleep. Okay, 200 XP almost. 10 whole GP each. Okay, no, this one didn't trigger an encounter. Alright, well... actually, let me go back into the maze here. Let's heal Zeph. He's the only one who's taking damage. Now we go back up to town, we head to the inn. We'll stay, I mean, I would have said the entire party should stay. Barone will stay, in the stables. Mint also sleep in the stables. Alpha also sleep in the stables. Right now they should all have their spells back. Yeah. HP 3 out of 3. Terrible. 4 out of 4 HP. Yeah. It's gonna take a little while to get up to level 2. But hey, someday. Alright, let's... go ahead and... back up our save file. And say, we haven't met with any unmitigated disasters yet. How much money do I have? Not much. Found... right. Armor here. Chainmail. Well, I don't need another chainmail. It sells for 45, which is what I paid to identify it. I'm not sure if that's a good deal or not. I guess one thing you can do is learn the prices of things. So if something costs you 45 to identify, you know what sort of armor it is. And then you can sell it or identify it. Here's something. It's 3 small humanoids. I guess let's just fight them. Rorone's taking damage. That's bad. All right. 138 XP for 2 of them. They must have been relatively strong. It's an exploding box. Alright, if you say so, Popolog. Trap was triggered. 2 people dead. Okay, yep. That's wizardry. Popolog, you couldn't even disarm a trap. Maybe I should have just left it alone, right? Oh, exploding box. That's not worth the trouble. So... now here's the question. Do I just delete Popolog and Alpha from the party and make new characters? You know, do it the honest way? Or, since I only just came in here, I'm hardly losing any progress at all. Do I go back here and do this? Oh, look, everyone's alive again. How about that, right? How about that? They make it very easy. Why wouldn't I do that? And since I know... Oh, it only sells for one if you don't identify it. What a shame. Not on curse. Surprised a monster, it's 2 slimes. It's 3 small humanoids again. Let's Catino them. He got away. Trapless chest. It was not trapped. He identified it correctly. Alright, so I guess we can continue. And door. Encounter. It's 4 kobolds. Alright, I've taken a bit of damage, but it's not much. I thought the kobolds were all slept. Bubble log, could you not hide? I guess not. The kobolds fled. Alright. Not trapped, found a stick. Alright, just another room of the same size again. Lots of unused space in here. Alright, I guess that's our first, like, little quadrant of the map. be standing here. Oh, surprised a monster. It's 5 small humanoids. Just draw that in. 5 is a lot. Hide. I can't cast because, I don't know, it's a surprise turn. Okay, it's orcs. I already killed 3 of them. Almost 200 XP each. Again, these skeletons. Oh, Rone's down to 2 HP. Popolog died. Well, so much for Popolog. Oh, looks like Zeph and Virgo are probably both ready to level up. Yep. Well, Popolog, you almost made it to level 2. Health is nearly level 2. Mince is a bit of ways off. Rone's close. Rone, heal yourself. Mince and Alpha are at full HP. Okay. Let's head back. Now for the Temple of Kent, oh, they would take 250 gold to revive him. Do I have 250 gold? How much money do I have? I have 485. I can actually afford to revive Popolog. You know, supposing he doesn't get turned into ash, he's cured. Status is okay. Why is he all in yellow? Is it just because he's down to 1 HP? Rip 1? Yeah. Rip 1, rip 0. Yeah, okay. How many times have you died? Still has his equipment. Good. It's the wrong button. I think it was Verone who found a stick. What is it? It's an anointed flail. I think that might actually be an upgrade for her. Anointed mace, anointed flail. Yeah, so anointed mace is 4 plus or minus 2 damage. Flail is 4 plus or minus 3 damage. I don't really like how this is annotated here. Just tell me like the dice values. Let's see, Anointed Flail is Fighter, Priest, Samurai, Lord, Ninja? I guess it is an upgrade, so I might as well. Just wish it was annotated a little more clearly. Eh, hmm. Okay, yeah, Anointed Mace is 2 to 6, Anointed Flail is 1 to 7. Yeah, it's honestly kind of a side grade. Oh well. That's fine. I'll take it anyway. It's more expensive, that means it has to be better, right? Right. Enters in, sleep. Okay, the next level, gained strength, gained piety, gained agility, gained luck, gained 2 hit points. Yeah, the way hit point gain works in this game, it's a bit odd. It actually re-rolls your hit points completely every time you level. And, you know, like, if you have 2 hit dice, it'll roll both of them. And if your results are better than your previous results, you get the new results. If your results are worse or the same as your previous results, then you get +1 hit point, and then you know your status gets factored into it as well. Virgo gained strength, gained IQ, gained piety, gained luck, gained 1 HP. So it tends to push everyone toward the average. Verone, yeah. Napping, it's fine. Just restoring their spells. We have to go into the maze. Okay, he's no longer yellow. Does anyone else need healing? Yeah, both Zeth and Virgo do. Right, so now we go back to the inn. Verone sleeps again. And this is how you generally heal in the game. You don't sleep at the inn to restore your hit points because it's extremely expensive and takes forever. You sleep in the stables to restore your healer's spell points, and then cast all your healing spells. Okay, so Ultak. Yeah, I can sell the mace. Don't have enough for that. I could afford a breastplate for Rorone. Or anyone else. She can't equip helmets. What does she have for a shield currently? Does she have a shield? She's a small shield on. Get her a large shield. Shame she can't equip a helmet. But hey, armor class down to 4. It's an improvement. Let's see. That's all too expensive. He's already wielding a mace. And leather armor. And a small shield. Can't equip a helmet. Blade of Biting, way too expensive. Pay of Dismay? Sturdy Staff? No. Iron Shield is too expensive. Can't wear a helmet. Can't wear copper gloves. What's he currently got? Longsword, chainmail, large shield, helm. Same. Alright. Well, in that case... Rone can benefit from it more. No, I can't change my equipment in this screen. I do have to go back to the tavern. Alright, she's down to 3. Hey, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's back my save file up again. Look at that, level 2 characters. Alright, let's see about getting the rest of them up to level 2. A friendly group of skeletons. Alright, they can leave. What are Zeth's current stats? He did actually gain a fair number of stat points. So did Burgo. 15 strength. 11, 12. I would like to eventually turn them into a lord and a samurai. It's 5 kobolds. Tino them. Right, most of them are slept. Rone took 2 hit points. Alright. That's enough to get everyone else leveled up. Let's heal Rorone. It didn't even restore 2 HP. How terrible. Okay, now she has hit points. She must have gotten a really bad roll the first time and a really good roll this time, because now she's up to 13. That's actually a huge relief. Ah, good. Epilogue. 9 HP, gained IQ, gained piety, gained agility. I wonder if this console version removes the chance to lose stats on level up, because that was something the home computer versions did allow. I mean, 5 more HP is quite nice. Only 1 HP. Oh, yep, lost luck, so you can lose stats. Gain strength, gain IQ, gain piety, gain agility. Learned a new spell. Good. Gain strength, gain piety, gain vitality, gain luck, gain 1 HP. Well, Alpha's not doing great on HP so far. Alright. Good, she has 4 priest spells, level 1 priest spells per day now. This does use the Vantian magic system, obviously. Alright, she has Badios, which does 1d8 damage to a foe. Cause like wounds. And Milwa, brief magical light, which is nice. Oh, he was that, right? Yep. He hasn't gained any spells, has he? Just Alito and Catino still. And he doesn't have any priest spells yet, despite being a bishop. Well, she got Malgref, which is, you know, self armor class, and Dumapic. Very good. And she's up to 4 spells per day. Mince didn't actually gain any spell slots either. And that's weird, that's disappointing. Oh well. He'll be fine. Alright. Let's save again. Alright, level 2 characters. We're now much less likely to die terribly. Let's see. I could do Mapic here. Not what I was looking to do, though. Yeah, Milwa. How long does Milwa actually last for? Done. Is there any... Oh yeah, it's much lighter in here now. Wow. Milwa actually makes a pretty big difference. Alright, I was trying to go down this way. So it also says in the spell description that it, like, illuminates secret passages. 5 bushwhackers. Alright. Yeah, let's Alki. Catino them. The bushwhackers are doing a lot of damage. A tremendous amount of damage. The bushwhackers are actually what killed me last time. Let's run away. Bushwhackers are what killed, like, most of my party the first time I was playing, when I just came in here to see how the game worked. And they're still real mean. Let's head back and heal. Bushwhackers are perhaps a group to avoid for now. Okay, healed. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Yep. Okay. Oh, did we find the ladder down already? Stairs down. Alright, that's sooner than I expected to find stairs to the next floor. There's still quite a lot to explore on this floor, I assume, unless there's just a ton of wasted space. It would be a bad idea to go down just yet. Okay, Millwood's already worn off. It doesn't last that long. Counter. It's 5 undead kobolds. I mean, if we surprise them, I suppose we might as well make the most of it. I took a little bit of damage, it's fine. Not bad. Oops. Threw that and I didn't mean to. Having the confirm button be also the open a door and go through it button has some drawbacks. Alright. Monster surprised us. It's slime. It should be fine. Okay, good. The encounter rate is relatively high in here. Let's Catino them. Quite a bit of XP. 3 of our characters are ready to level up again already. I guess we should go do that. This way. Right, strength, vitality, agility, and luck all up. 4 more hit points. Works for me. Vitality, agility up. 5 hit points. Good. And Popolog. Gained strength, gained IQ, lost agility, gained luck, 2 hit points. Not ideal. No, I didn't find anything. How much money do I have? 306? I can afford a breastplate. He already has a helmet. Gauntlets are too expensive. Sell the chainmail. Alright, down to 2 AC. Not half bad. I forgot to refresh her spells. Should have done that. Oh well. We will be going back soon enough anyway, I'm sure. Yep. That's here. Hey, Jay. How's it going? Yeah, Wizardry. It is not the remake, it is the SNES port of it. So it's basically an upgraded port of the NES or Famicom version. It has, well, it has pretty decent graphics, nice tiles, decent music as well. Enemy graphics are pretty good too. I would play the remake, except that unfortunately, it does not come with any ability to export your save files or characters, so that you would then import them into Wizardry 2. So Atari, which owns the group, the studio that did the remake, did recently acquire the rights for Wizardries 1 through 5, I believe, like the original classic games. Usually the PS1 is the most highly recommended. Yeah, I saw that, and I did try out the PS1 version as well, but it doesn't have like graphics for the tiles that I saw, as well as the translation isn't as good. Because like in here, oops, in here, if I don't do that, go to a caster here, like it'll actually give me English descriptions of the spells. In the PS1 version, the spell descriptions are all still in Japanese, and a lot of other stuff isn't translated. So, I don't know. From what I saw, I feel like the SNES version is a bit better. Expect remakes of them all. Yeah, hopefully. They did a really good job, the Wizardry 1 remake, and I think that if they do remakes for 2 through 5, they'll be excellent as well. So here's hoping that they do actually work on them. But for now, I will just play through the older games here on the SNES. So how are you doing? Counter. It's 4 kobolds. That's fine. They are hitting me a bit. Right, just one left. It ran away. The coward. Chest was not trapped. Alright, good. You're good. Should finish FF7 tomorrow. That's good. What are you playing after that? So we got an encounter tile here. Alright, that fills in this section. Let's see, 2 people ready to level up. Verone is a little low on HP. Mint needs a bit less than 200 XP to level up, though. Redemption. Next game is PS1 SRPG. Know nothing about Vandal Hearts. I've heard the name, but yeah, I don't know anything about it beyond that. Oh well, hopefully it's good. You never know with View Redemptions, they could just be trying to torture you. Make sure I went the right way. Dumapic. Oh yeah, Dumapic does actually do a little graphical map for you in this game. That's nice. And yes, I did go the right way. Still playing Guild Wars twice a week for a while. Game's massive. Yeah, how far are you in Guild Wars so far? Last I saw, you were just about done with pre-searing. Are you into one of the expansions, DLCs, whatever you call them, yet? Another door here. And a door here. Beat the first campaign. Okay, so you're ready to either do, I guess, the first campaign's worth of post-game stuff. Like I think they have the whole Hell Dimension available from there. Probably about 1/3 of the way through the whole thing at over 100 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. There was a lot to do. Not even including the actual EVP Guild War stuff. Elbow wore off. That's fine. I can still see. Counter. Just 3 kobolds. That's fine. Trap was triggered. Crossbow bolt. He's fine. He's fine. There's one tile there. Let's see. Monster surprised me. Scruffy man flees, 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 flees. Okay. Let's not open the exploding box. Let's just leave that alone. You know, Popolog might be able to open it, but on the other hand, it might explode. Oh, encounter. Small humanoids. Probably fine. And Mince is ready to level up as well now. Okay, good. Should be the way out? No, other way. So that was like this. And again, a tile here that I couldn't access. He just cast Doomapic. Yeah, so it does show no access to either of those tiles. They might just be unused. I'm not sure how big Wizardry is on like tile efficiency. Not messing with PvP. Game is so on for this game, yeah. Well, that's what it has the reputation it does. Yeah, I didn't mess with PvP too much back even when I was going really hard on Guild Wars back like in undergrad when it was new. Not this way, this way. Tried it a few times and it just, I don't know, I've never been in PvP in any game, honestly. Alright. Levels up, learned a new spell, got strength, got IQ, got piety, got agility, and 6 HP. I push buttons too fast. Got new spells. Good stats. Oh, she's up to 7 whole HP now. Alright. Oh, she has 2nd level free spells now. She's got Alki, Dios, Badios, Milwa, and she has Matu. What is this? Minus 2 AC to the entire party. That's pretty good. And Manifo, paralyze a group of monsters. Also quite good. One of those games where status effects are actually useful. Oh, Mint's actually got a spell slot. Learn any new spells? He did. He has Doomapic now. Alright. Still no priest spells for him. She got Dilto. Plus 2 AC to the entire... Plus 2 AC to the entire group. Must be to, like, enemy group. That's useful. You know, it makes it easier to hit enemies. Alright, let's go and heal. She's still at full. Okay, that gets everyone up. Then rest again. Everyone's up to level 3 now. Next levels are a ways off. That's pretty good. Have a lot more survivability. Burgo, can you afford a breastplate? Yes, you can. Sell the chainmail. Alright, another point of AC. Further upgrades are going to get pretty expensive. Back up my save. Party back together. Go back into the maze. I guess let's explore this section a bit here. Alright. Counter, just some slimes, whatever. It's just like a door every 2 tiles here. And there's a door right here at the end of the corridor. Does this wrap around? I bet it does. Oh, it's a one-way door. Okay. Let's see. Do Mapic. Okay, yeah, it wraps around. Let's see, we got a solid wall here. Well, you know, there's one way for us to go. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. I am still in the same spot. There shouldn't be a wall there, though, should there? Did I just teleport? I just teleported. Okay. So, those last 3 tiles. I'm standing here, 1, 2, 4. And then I stepped onto this one. And it teleported me. And I was seeing... Like, what I was seeing was not this corridor past the teleporter. I was seeing like a branching hallway up and down. So I was actually seeing the destination point, as opposed to what was there at the teleporter location. So, let's see. Teleporter tile there. And it puts me in... What is this? It's 15 and 4. There. Okay. So now I have to find my way back. Okay, so it's facing that direction. This is north, south. And then it's just doors. Many doors. All right. Melito wore off, that's fine. What's going on? Not Melito, Milwa wore off. Okay, so when Milwa is on, you can actually see doors? I have no idea where I am. Okay. Right. So Milwa makes secret doors visible, like just on the map. Okay, so some of the doors that I drew in may have been secret doors. Here's probably some kobolds. All right. So that must be a one-way door. Yeah, it's a lot of one-way doors. Alright, let's just copy this down. Door there. Down in there. And like that. Like that, which is where I am now. This, like this, like this. This, which is parallel with that. Like that. This is apparently also a one-way door. Okay. So then that leads down into here. And into here. And this is like the ejection chamber. Is that right? Is that right? Did I do that right? I believe so. Okay. That was my last Doomapic. So we're heading north, way south, way south into the main chamber. Alright. There is a gem-encrusted statue of a hooded man here. A golden light emanates from the hood. In front of the statue is an altar in which pungent incense is burning. Okay. Suppose I should note that down. Statue of hooded man. Golden light. Altar with pungent incense. Mark that with a little statue icon here. Okay. Good to know. Will I search? Sure. An encounter. One unseen entity. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Let's Halito him. Let's Dilto him. Okay. We didn't do very well. Let's Batu. Oh, it's Murphy's Murphy's Ghost already, huh? Okay. I'm taking a little bit of damage, but it's okay so far. Still hanging in there. He has a lot of hit points for a ghost. I mean, he's not doing too much damage, but he is also not dying. Okay, I beat him. 741 XP, okay. 36 GP each, it's not half bad. Did we get anything for that? Still in this room. Did I teleport again? I can't do Mapic, so... It looks like the same room. No. Put Milwa back up for now. This teleports me back to here. Alright, that's fine. Alright. So this is teleporter A. And it leads to destination point A. And there's another one in here that also leads to destination point A, apparently. Fair enough, I guess. This room is a statue of a monster with the body of a chicken and the head of a cat. The statue is made of bronze and there lies on an onyx pedestal. There are unusual runes on a plaque thereon. Okay. Another statue. A statue of a monster, body of a chicken, and head of a cat. Statue is made of bronze. Lies on an onyx pedestal. Unusual runes. A plaque thereon. Sure, I'll search it. Found a key. Search for key. Alright, well, there's one way I haven't gone. It's this way. So hopefully I can get out of here. Alright, so if Milwa is illuminating secret doors, then I don't need to bump into every wall with it active. I guess. Alright, and we've got like magical darkness here. Dark zone, yep. Ouch. I turn this way. Also, ouch. Alright. That's this direction. North. Ouch. South. Ouch. Forward. North. South. North. South. Okay. Just this straight corridor into the dark zone. North, south. No, as long as I'm not getting teleported or standing on spinners that I can't see. They wouldn't do that on the first floor, though, would they? No, of course not. No. It's also ouch. Oh, there was a door. Okay, where am I now? So, I stepped into here, and I can go south, which possibly loops me back around to, like, up here. I should be facing north right now. Turn this way. That's a wall. That might have been a one-way door. I think I should be here right now. Ouch. Wall. I might be off. You know, if I can get back to town, recharge my spells, I can come back in here and do Mapic and see what I did wrong. Facing north again, I think. But for now... an encounter with... Well, at least I can see well enough to beat up some slimes, right? God, I think I went this way from here. Ouch. Uh-huh. Ouch. Ouch. Here. Alright, so it's like a too wide corridor. All in the dark. Probably these tiles here are the same. Facing north, possibly. Alright. Ouch. Okay, yeah, there should be a wall there. There are buttons here. Press 1. B1, B2, B3, B4. Is this an elevator? It might be an elevator. Okay. I have an elevator icon, don't I? I do. B1. B2. Yep. Let's go back up to B1. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that should put me here. Ouch. Yep. Ouch, yeah. Ouch, yep. Alright, if I go south from here, am I warping around to the top of the map? Ouch, okay. That's a wall. It must be a one-way door. Or I got teleported somewhere. Okay, I can step south from there though. And I guess the map wraps. I hate it with the maps wrap, but yeah. Okay. So, facing south. So I turn this way. Oh, okay. There was a door there. I'm in a room with lights. And what does this say? Strange glow seems to emanate from this room. In the center, a smallish man in a long robe turns toward the party and shouts, "Begone, strangers!" He slowly waves his hands and chants, "Mapiro Mahama Diromat." Strange glow. Room. Smallish man in long robe shouts, "Begone, strangers." Chants, "Mapiro Mahama Diromat." Alright. And that puts us out of the maze, which is fine with me. Alright. There's a dude here who will teleport you out of the maze. Good. I wanted to get out of the maze. Let's see. That was a dark tile. I don't know if there was a wall on this side. Probably there was. Alright, let's level up. Let's see. Gained strength, gained IQ, lost vitality, gained agility, got 9 hit points. Good. Gained strength, gained IQ, gained piety, gained agility, 1 hit point. Less than great. Gained strength, gained IQ, gained agility, gained luck, gained 3 hit points. It's, it's okay. Let's see, you need like 2,000 to level up again. You have pretty good money at this point too. 75 for you. 1,700 for you. 600 for my bishop. 200 for my mage. It's not too bad. Don't think I found anything. I did find a key. I guess we can identify the key. It's a bronze key. Alright, sure. I mean, I'm sure I need that for something. Alright, let's rest my mages as well. He was already at full health. Alright, everyone's fully healed. Back up my save. Good. Got people at level 4 already. We're doing great. Still a fair bit to map on the first floor. Bunch of negative space. I'll have to put people back in my party. That's right. Alpha, what does Dumapic tell you about where I've been? Okay, yeah, it looks like I actually did map that correctly. Yes, and there is a wall on this. It's all done. I didn't go in there. All right, this is all right. Up here is all correct. That was, I guess, a one-way wall. I can't go back there. Where's the one-way wall icon? Like that. Okay. So this is where the key was. This is where Murphy's ghost was. It wasn't that hard to kill. Alright, not bad, not bad. Let's keep exploring. Let's fill in this bit here. Monsters surprise me, bubbly slimes. Trapless, so he says. He was right. Alright. Alright, nothing else in there. Now there's supposed to be a door here, but I can't see it because I don't have Milwa active. Yeah, see, it's here when Mill was on. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it does just make secret doors show up. That's it? Nothing else there? Alright, that's fine. What's even the point of this being a secret door? Alright. Counter tile. Exploding box? No thanks. Oh. And this here must be a secret door. And more slime. Alright. And nothing here, apparently. Yeah, okay. Nothing really of note in any of that. No one's even taken any damage. Our party is basically invincible at this point. Nothing can stand up to the might of some level 4 characters. Alright, I mean, I guess that's that little section of the maze mapped. From here... we will lead the friendly group of undead kobolds to their own devices. Large sign on the wall reads area out of bounds. Okay. That's this tile. Where's my sign marker? Area out of bounds. And we've got dark zone here. As you enter this room, a gold smoke fills it. You feel compelled to leave immediately. Okay. All right. Okay, and it does in fact push you out. All right. Gold smoke pushes you out. But I suppose I could come down from there, right? Like if I go back through all of this, I go down through here, and I'm on the other side of that. Okay. That's fine. Let's go and explore this section. Friendly group of orc. Okay. I will not kill the friendly group of orc. I want my party to shift toward being good. Here's some kobolds. They're not friendly, so it's fine to murder them all. In this room is a silver statue of a boar with horns and long fangs. On the wall by the statue is a message, partially obscured, that appears to have been left by passing elves. It is hardly legible, but some comments warning about ghosts and demons can still be made out. Okay. Silver statue of a boar with horns and long fangs. On the wall is a message that has been left by passing elves, which I guess means it's written in Elvish. Some comments warning about ghosts and demons can still be made out. We did encounter a ghost. It wasn't that big a deal. Like, I beat up the ghost. It was fine. Sure. Found a key. Okay. That's another key. Not that one. Search for key. So this statue is silver, so it's probably a silver key. This statue here was bronze, so it's probably that's where I found the bronze key. Probably, I identified it, and it was bronze. Here's some orcs. Mince is still not ready to level up, but that's fine. He'll get there eventually. Okay. Nothing here? No. Alright. We'll just keep that rolling. It's not like I need to heal, I say hubristically. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be 100% fine, and I will not pay for my arrogance. Here's small humanoids. Gas bomb? Well, let's try and disarm it. It was not trapped, actually. Thought there was a gas bomb on there, but I don't know, I guess it was a dud. Alright. Let's see. This, then like that. All right. Up some orcs. Mint is ready to level up. Surprise some slime. Milwa has worn off. I guess we might as well go back and rest, level up, store my spell slots. Maybe I can afford some new treasure, some new equipment. Or you don't need to level. You don't need to rest, you don't need to rest. Learned a new spell. Strength, IQ, piety, agility, 1 hit point. You did get a new spell. Lost piety, gained vitality, 1 hit point. Gained 3 hit points. Hey, she's up to 10. Wow. No, not here. That's right, she picked up some armor. Mage drop, sword lead. Oh, she got Porphic. What's that? Minus 4 AC to caster. I mean, that's good. Matu, yep. Calfo. Finds traps on chests. That's actually quite nice. Manifo, yep. That's right. Oh, Mint actually has priest spells now. So he's got Halito, Catino, and Dumapic for mages. And for priests, he has Kalki and Badios. Not bad, not bad. And Elpha did not get anything new for spells. Silver key, nice. $375 to identify this. I have 1376. Okay, that's pretty decent. Plate mail. Very nice, very nice. You can wield plate mail. Fighters, samurai, lords, and ninjas. Surprised ninjas can wear plate mail, but okay. Well, fighters. What I have currently. It's pretty good. Did I pick up anything else? No. Anyone change class to... Don't qualify for any classes. Don't qualify. Don't qualify. Don't qualify. He could become a mage or a priest, which now I'm fine with leaving him as a bishop. She could be a priest or a bishop. Now I'm fine leaving her as a mage. Yeah, he's good, neutral, good, neutral, good, good. Let's see, do I need to heal anyone? No, everyone's at max HP. Okay. Rone. trade the plate mail. Oh, I see. It does tell you so-and-so cannot equip it. Steph gets the plate mail. So he's down to AC 1. Let's give Elf the keys. She doesn't have that much inventory space that she needs to worry about. Virgo's wearing a plate mail, or breastplate rather. Goes Rorone. I don't think anyone else in the party can wear a breastplate, can they? No, Bishop and Mage and Thief cannot wear them. So I can just sell that. So I've got 1,000 gold pieces to work with here. I could buy an Epee of Dismay. But would I want one? Look this up here. Yeah, no, the Epee of Dismay is cursed. You do not want it. It is a short sword -1. Everything else is either I can't afford it or what I have is better. Like the Anointed Flail I could afford, but I think it's just not as good as the Longsword. Unless you are actually a bishop or a priest. No, not even a bishop, a priest. The only person it would actually be decent on compared to a longsword. Alright, alright. So no, there's no weapons that are worth buying at this point. Like Sturdy Staff is maybe an upgrade for my mage, but that's about it. Or, you know, Rods of Iron, Blades of Biting, if I can afford them. Armor? Well, I could afford another suit of plate mail. If I had more money. You know, sturdy plate, body armor, padded leather. But I don't have quite enough of those things. Shield, again, I can't afford an iron shield. Helmet, everyone who can wear a helmet has one. Copper gloves are absurdly expensive. I could buy potions. I don't have that kind of spare money to buy potions. I could buy Burgo, a suit of plate armor. I feel like it's maybe worth it, but if I save up 500 more, I could probably buy something even better. Plate armor is AC 5. Sturdy plate, which costs 1500, which is twice as much, is AC 6. Shiny chains for... You know what? Late mail for Burgo might actually be worth it. No one else can wear plate mail, right? Cool gold. I sold the armor from the wrong person, but it's fine because I can give Burgo's breastplate to Rorone. I can't. It messes me up but that it automatically skips to the next person after I finish with one person. But I was thinking it stayed on Burgo, but it did not. It skipped down to Rorone. How terrible. Oh well, it's fine. There. There. Everyone's good. Fighters are down to AC 1, Rorone's at 3, 6, 6, 9. Good enough, good enough. Alright, back up my save. Okay. And I would really like to just finish off with the first floor here. Let's go ahead and try and do that. Some scruffy men. These might be those bushwhackers. They're rogues, not bushwhackers. But it is like a rival party of adventurers. Like these are people. These are humans. Stunner. Disarm the trap. Found a robe. Okay. I just turned. Alright, just like kobolds or orcs or whatever. No problem. Poison needle. Oh, that Popolog's actually disarming traps. There are so many encounters here. Okay, it's just some undead kobolds. Alright, Rorone did take some damage. Alright, crossbow bolts. So many encounters in this part. I wonder how many of these are like, mandatory encounters. Found some armor. Come on. Friendly undead kobolds, sure, they can leave. I'm sure it's not dangerous to let them roam free, or anything like that. It's like up through here. These, this, these, and then up through here. Like that. Men in Chain. Huh. We're doing okay still. Not that much money. Okay. Alright, that's this section filled in. Let's see, do I have all this marked down correctly on my own map? I believe so. I believe that's all correct so far. People ready to level up again already? Let's get teleported. I want to go down here, here. We'll ran out, but that doesn't really matter. Facing south. This here is where that gnome is that teleports you out of the maze. Alright, so now I should be in this tile. Facing south. If I turn this way. Ouch. Alright. Now I'm here. Ouch. Oh. That's a wall here. Yep, okay. Encounter with, I don't know, kobolds or orcs or whatever. So I should be here right now and facing south. And that's like a one-way door. Alright. Yep. That's all filled in. Let's paint in the dark squares. Okay. I think that might be the first floor fully explored. Unless there's some way to get into some of that negative space around. Which I don't see any way into those. Maybe eventually, like, you get the teleport spell and you can teleport into those sections that aren't used on this map, but from what I can see, the first floor should be finished. And that's probably a good enough place to call things, isn't it? I mean, still 1,000 XP for mints to level up to 5. Yeah, 200 for Alpha. I guess maybe we can grind out that last little bit of a level for Alpha. Mints will have to wait. Oops, I fought them. They shift me slightly toward evil when I was trying to shift toward good. Exploding box. Is this Calfo? No, it just identifies, it doesn't disarm. Leave. Yeah, Nelva has enough XP to level up now. Bushwhackers. Can I beat the bushwhackers? I'd rather not bother. Okay. Level up. 1 hit point. Two hit points. Lost strength. Terrible. Learned a new spell. 4 hit points. Not bad. Lost strength. 1 hit point. Okay. Alpha and Mint's down there with 11 hit points each. What did I find? Robes, just like regular robes. Yeah. Leather armor. Nothing else. No. Alright, well, let's heal up. Oh, she has level 3 spells now. Let's see, she's got Kalki, Dios, Ba Dios, Milwa, and Porfic. Porfic was -4 AC to the caster. Matu was, yeah, -2 AC to the party. Kalfo is identify traps at a chest. Manifo is paralyze a monster group. And then she also got Lomilwa, which is enduring light. Okay, so it's better, yeah, right. Milwa, low Milwa. So better light spell. Dialco, detoxify. Good. Latu Mapic, identify monsters. Okay. Potentially useful. And what does Alpha have now? She still has Halito, Mogref, Catino, Dumapic, Dilto, +2 AC to the group, and Sopic, -4 AC to the caster. Mahalito, 4 to 24 flame damage to an entire group, that's quite good. And Molito, 3 to 18 electric damage to a group. And she has 2 third level spell slots. That isn't terrible. Okay. Rone could become a mage. Popolog could also become a mage. Mage priest. Priest bishop. Alright, let's back up our save file here. So yeah, that is the first floor of the maze. Went better than I thought it would, honestly. You know, I had that one death. I didn't even have to save scum. I had enough money to raise Popolog after all. It was only 250 gold. Our party's coming along nicely. We're mostly up to level 5. Our fighters have plate armor. We have a decent amount of money. It's somehow going okay. I am being lulled into a false sense of security here. I'm sure that once I get down to the 2nd or 3rd level, I will immediately be destroyed by my own hubris, but until then, I feel like I can be as arrogant as I want. And yeah, like there's a bunch of unused tiles on the first floor here. I don't know if I can get into them with teleportation. I don't think there's any secret doors that I missed, given that I was running Milwa most of the time. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, I'm having a good time so far. It hasn't been crushingly difficult yet. So yeah. Next time we'll head down to the 2nd floor and we'll see how long that takes us. If I can clear one floor a session, it'll be a relatively short game. We'll see. I should work on a backup group as well. A B team, I might do that like off stream, just level up some backup characters if I need to slot someone in, or like if I get a full party KO on a lower floor and I need to like send a party in there to retrieve their corpses so I can raise them. I might do that off stream. We'll see. Yeah. So until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun. And if you run into some bushwhackers in real life, feel free to run away. They probably won't chase you. You'll be fine. You know what? Pick your battles. That applies in real life as well as in dungeon crawlers.